In recent years, big cats have been appearing in places no one expected, including urban areas. Sightings of mountain lions, bobcats, and even exotic escapees have sparked concern and fascination across the United States. These majestic predators are adapting to changing landscapes, shrinking wilderness, and expanding cities. As humans push farther into wild habitats, encounters with big cats have become more frequent. Wildlife officials now track reports from city dwellers who spot these animals near schools, backyards, and downtown areas. It's a surprising reality that big cats are quietly prowling the edges of modern civilization. Los Angeles, California, is perhaps the most famous urban jungle for big cat sightings. The mountain lion known as P22 captured hearts and headlines as he roamed Griffith Park for years. P22 had miraculously crossed 2 major freeways to find his home in the heart of LA. His presence sparked a new awareness of wildlife corridors and the importance of preserving green spaces in urban environments. The city is now investing in a wildlife crossing over the 101 freeway to help future mountain lions migrate safely. But LA isn't the only city dealing with these stealthy neighbors. Denver, Colorado, has seen a sharp rise in mountain lion sightings in recent years. The nearby foothills and open space parks serve as ideal habitat for these cats. As suburbs continue to grow, lions are occasionally seen in residential areas, sometimes following deer into people's yards. The Colorado Parks and Wildlife Agency urges residents to be cautious, especially when hiking with pets or small children. They recommend making noise, traveling in groups, and never running from a lion if encountered. With the city encroaching on wild territory, coexisting has become a necessary skill. Tucson, Arizona, is no stranger to bobcats, which have become common in urban and suburban neighborhoods. Bobcats are highly adaptable and have learned to thrive near people, feeding on rabbits, birds, and rodents that flourish in landscaped yards. Some residents have caught them lounging on patios or walking along fences like house cats. Wildlife experts stress that bobcats are generally not dangerous to humans, but should be respected and never fed. Their growing comfort around human spaces shows how nature continues to adapt to modern development. Austin, Texas, has also experienced more frequent reports of bobcats prowling around city limits. The surrounding hill country is prime bobcat habitat, and as the city expands, encounters have followed. In some neighborhoods, bobcats have been seen walking across golf courses or ducking through drainage ditches. State biologists monitor these sightings to track patterns and prevent negative interactions. The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department encourages homeowners to secure trash, avoid feeding outdoor pets, and report any aggressive behavior from wildlife. Chicago, Illinois, made headlines when a mountain lion was spotted and eventually captured in the Roscoe Village neighborhood. The big cat, likely migrating along the rivers and forest preserves that line the city's outskirts, stunned locals with its presence. This unexpected visitor reminded city officials of the importance of keeping urban green spaces monitored and secure. Though rare, the incident revealed how even the Midwest's largest cities are not immune to surprise visits from wild carnivores. Salt Lake City, Utah, has dealt with mountain lions descending from the nearby Wasatch Range into residential zones. Reports of sightings near schools, parks, and backyards have prompted schools to issue shelter-in-place warnings. Officials believe the drought and food scarcity in higher elevations are pushing lions closer to human settlements. The Utah Division of Wildlife Resources has advised residents to remove attractants like pet food and fallen fruit and to fence off small livestock areas. Phoenix, Arizona, with its rapidly expanding suburbs, has seen both bobcat and mountain lion activity. While bobcats are a more regular presence in backyards and golf courses, mountain lions are occasionally spotted in the desert preserves on the city's edge. With housing developments climbing up desert slopes, the risk of interactions continues to rise. Residents are urged to stay vigilant, especially during early morning and dusk hours when these predators are most active. Seattle, Washington, is surrounded by mountains and dense forests that provide ideal terrain for cougars. Recent years have brought several close calls with hikers and joggers in city-adjacent trails. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife tracks cougar populations and warns the public to report any unusual behavior. In one case, a cougar was tranquilized just miles from downtown after reports from concerned citizens. These stories underscore the delicate balance between nature and urban life. Portland, Oregon, shares a similar experience, with cougars occasionally crossing into neighborhoods nestled against the hills and woodlands. Forest Park, one of the country's largest urban forest preserves, provides a corridor for wildlife to reach city limits. Trail cameras have captured cougars moving silently through the area, and some hikers have reported sightings along major trails. City planners and wildlife biologists are working together to educate the public and maintain natural buffer zones. Anchorage, Alaska, has seen more lynx activity within city boundaries, particularly during heavy winters. These elusive cats are drawn to neighborhoods where snowshoe hares are abundant. Because of the extended snow season and habitat overlap, lynx are occasionally photographed crossing roads or hiding in residential tree lines. While not considered dangerous, their presence is a reminder that Anchorage is truly a city in the wild. Boise, Idaho, lies at the edge of mountain lion territory, and its proximity to foothill trails makes sightings possible. Outdoor enthusiasts are advised to remain alert, especially during the early hours when wildlife is most active. State agencies work with local communities to raise awareness and provide resources for avoiding conflict. The growing popularity of outdoor recreation adds to the challenge of managing human-wildlife interactions. Missoula, Montana, frequently deals with cougar sightings due to its location near vast wilderness. The Bitterroot Mountains and surrounding forests serve as prime hunting grounds for big cats. In some cases, cougars have been found following game trails that lead directly into town. Local schools and parks post warning signs during high-activity months, and some residents have installed motion-triggered cameras to monitor their yards. Santa Fe, New Mexico, has had bobcat sightings increase as residential development expands into surrounding desert. These cats are seen basking in the sun on backyard walls or silently stalking prey through suburban gardens. While they tend to avoid confrontation, their calm demeanor near human dwellings raises questions about long-term coexistence. Conservationists argue that education and habitat preservation are key to managing their presence. Reno, Nevada, has recorded incidents of both mountain lions and bobcats crossing into the city's outer areas. The dry, high desert landscape funnels wildlife into specific corridors, and sometimes those paths lead directly into human communities. Wildlife officials use GPS tracking collars and trail cameras to monitor big cat movements, hoping to predict and prevent future conflicts. As water becomes scarcer in the West, animals follow the scent of food and hydration towards civilization. San Diego, California, much like Los Angeles, borders wildland that supports a healthy population of mountain lions. Areas like Mission Trails Regional Park and the Cuyamaca Mountains serve as gateways for these cats to enter the urban fringe. Hikers are regularly reminded to travel in pairs and keep pets leashed. Conservation groups emphasize the importance of safe wildlife corridors to reduce the chance of direct encounters. Even smaller cities like Asheville, North Carolina, have noted a rise in bobcat sightings as forests intermingle with housing developments. Appalachian trails and wooded neighborhoods create a patchwork of habitats where bobcats can easily roam unnoticed. Their shy nature means they often go unseen, but game cameras and curious residents occasionally capture their presence. In each of these cities, big cats are making a quiet comeback or expanding into new frontiers. Their presence serves as both a warning and a wonder, reminding us that nature is not as distant as we sometimes believe. As humans continue to build and sprawl across landscapes, We must decide how we coexist with these powerful animals. Will we push them farther away or learn how to share the space we've already taken? The future of urban wildlife depends on choices made today. From California's coastlines to the forests of New England, big cats are finding their way into cities large and small. Every sighting challenges outdated assumptions about where wildlife belongs and sparks conversations about conservation, safety, and respect. These predators aren't invading our cities, they're adapting to survive in a world we've changed. Their story is a reflection of our impact on the planet and a test of how willing we are to live alongside the wild again.